Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. So we're looking at an Aquarius new moon that's coming up very soon on the 29th of January 2025. So this is going to be a reading based on the energies that relate to that new moon. So what's happening for you, Aquarius? Whether you are ascending, Sun or Moon in Aquarius. All right, so let's have a look. Let's see what comes through for you. Just know that this is actually a collective reading. So if you've got anything that you would like to know at the personal level, I would suggest a personalized reading. But you can also listen to your other moon or ascending or sun signs that you may have to get a kind of a, you know, more a complete picture or story of yourself. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands. Yes, the Queen of Wands. You can see the black cat there in front of her. I've got a black cat. And so the Queen of Wands, yes, you know, according to the tarot, she does come through as being a fire sign, like a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. But here, what we're seeing is that she is like, she's very Plutonian. Okay, because she's very transformative. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Queen of Wands, regardless of gender, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, just represents this transformative energy. Okay, and that's what we're getting. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. Yay! 10 of Cups is beautiful. Okay, so what we see here for you, Aquarius, is that yes, you are going through this amazing time in your life that relates to self, okay, because this represents you and how you are so transformative, or how you can be self-transformative, because the black cat here represents the mysteries, okay, represents the mystical side, the mysteries of, I'm not going to say life, I'm going to say the whole of existence in every possible way. Okay, so your soul existence, your physical existence, everything. Okay, so there's, what I see here is, yes, you are going through some sort of catharsis, okay, transformative time, and you're transforming and you're very powerful. Okay, so the self represents you transforming, and what I also see is, because this represents a fire energy, okay, there is a connection to, say, Mars or even Aries, okay, possibly, because it's a fire energy. But when we look at Pluto, which is also, how would I say it? Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, but it is also ruled by Mars. Okay, so when you look at the astrological side of things, so we see that Scorpio energy with black cat, okay, the mysterious side, but the Wands energy, which is fire, which represents the Aries, the Mars energy. Okay, so we see a combination of these energies coming through, which represents the self. Okay, because Aries is the beginning of the zodiac wheel. Okay, it's like the it's when we attain instincts. Okay, it is the self, it is the beginning, it is the seed or the embryo. Okay, and it's awareness of self. So there is this awareness of self where there is transformation occurring, and it represents you being able to understand more about yourself, being a little bit more outward. So if you're an, say someone who's not very open to speaking, connecting, or socializing during this time, I do see that there will be that happening. Okay. So it does say that there is a transformation occurring, or some sort of transformative situation occurring that relates to your personality or character, which are the visible aspects of your yourself. Okay. But there's also that Scorpio, or the phoenix rising from the ashes, the Pluto energy there, which is also transformative. Okay, they're very strong energies, very powerful energies there, and you are starting to embody those energies. It won't happen overnight, but you'll start to feel something different about yourself. Slowly but surely, eventually you'll get there. That's what this is saying. Okay, so because it's a new moon in your sign, it does show that, you know, this is going to be very strong for you, okay, in regards to who you are, basically, okay, yourself. And yes, we also get the 10 of Cups, which is why I was like, yay. Okay, it represents this outgoing, dynamic type of situation. It may involve children. Okay, so if you've got like kids, nieces and nephews, if you're a child yourself, for example, you know, someone who's very connected to the child within, that's what I mean. It may also be like, you know, the child within may come through, okay, and you may feel joy and fulfillment in your life. You may want to delve in those pastimes that make you connect to that child within, such as art and games and hobbies, okay, spending time with the family. We also see family there, okay, so yeah, it feels like, you know, there's going to be a lot of this fun energy, pleasure energy, feeling like a child again, doing something that maybe you wanted to experience since you were a child, or finally being able to do that, or just being able to reconnect to that childlike energy, basically. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there with the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles is saying this is something that you need to so this is something that you need to know. Okay, we know that already, and this is something that you will possibly experience during the moon energy, say give or take, say 3-4 days before and 3-4 days after. This is saying what you need to do. Okay, we got the 10 of Pentacles here. So the 10 of Pentacles is all about, it can relate to family, it can relate to money, it can relate to money associated with property. So something about house, home, property, family, all of these energies are coming through, okay, and it may be associated with managing money relating to this. Okay, so I'm getting like what you need to avoid. Okay, 6 of Pentacles is not to be stingy. Okay, because if you're trying to cut down too much, I mean, it's good to be, you know, economical and do the best you can when it comes to money, but when you're trying to do it to the minimum and you're not being generous, you know, that's being very stingy energetically. Okay, so I'm not talking about the financial side being stingy only, I'm talking about also the energetic side. And what's happening is you are putting this energy out and it's coming back that way to you. Okay, so what this is saying is that you need to find some sort of balance here. Okay, balance in regards to how you use your finances, okay, And not to, yes, it's you need to be serious about managing your finances. That may relate to family, house, home, home business, or family business, etc. But when you're being too overly cautious and stingy, okay, it can avoid the energy coming back to you, you know, in a good way, and you will miss out in the experience of enjoying yourself, okay, enjoying yourself with this creative energy, with satisfaction, with fulfillment and joy, and even romance. Okay, so you know, this energy, the Ten of Cups, represents a beautiful connection of the mind and heart, because the mind is the masculine energy, the heart is the feminine energy, and when you have the two energies connect in a very balanced kind of way, you are able to manifest good things into your life. But when you have those two energies, or should I say the mind and heart, connecting in a bad way, what's happening is that you're experiencing the bad that you feared, because the opposite of love is fear. Okay, so this is all about love. Okay, this is all about love, because where does that childlike energy come through from? Love energy. When you're letting yourself go and flow with and trust the process of life and just go with it. You know, it's like that childlike, innocent energy. Okay, and just enjoying being in that moment, just enjoying that moment, doing whatever it is that you're doing with joy and fulfillment, and enjoying your time with kids or family, or the ones that you love. So that's what this is about. It's like that fun times that you have with family, because we've got that 10 there as well. Instead of being too serious, okay, and taking it to the maximum of holding back as much as possible. So when you are holding back, you're squeezing the energy like this, and it cannot breathe, because energy breathes. You've probably heard of feng shui or chi energy. You need to let it flow. Energy needs to flow. I mean, you can't contain it, but everything is energetic. So with the intention, you will be able to squeeze it and not let it flow so easily. Okay, and because it's a cycle, it will come back to you in that kind of way, and it may even take time coming back to you, because we live in this realm where there is time. Okay, so that's what this is saying. It's saying be very careful how you use your money. Okay, you need to be, you know, doing the best you can. You need to be economical, but not to the point where you are holding back on your joy and your fulfillment. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. You are going through this amazing transformation. You started the process. It has started. Okay, and it will continue for a long time. And whatever you had, you know, you were dealing with family or home, etc., that's also set in motion. Things are changing. You are to experience lots of joy and fulfillment and enjoyment, where you are going to be, you know, living your abode, etc., because it does have something to do with the home or family or home business. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. So enjoy this moon. It's a very beautiful energy, this moon. Okay, enjoy the moon. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. This is actually you're the second sign in this reading. Normally you're the last, but today you are the second. So Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, There is going to be an Aquarius new moon on the 29th of January 2025. What are the energies for you? What are we looking at? What kind of energies are we going to be working with? The stars do not affect us. They actually reflect to us. So we have free will to be able to work with the energies in ways that we know how, okay, or we don't know how, which means that we may actually work with the energy of fear instead of love, causing bad experiences for us. Okay, so Pisces, what have we got for you? Okay, just keep in mind that this is a collective reading, and if you want something more personalized, check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if there's something that you would like. Other than that, the best thing that you could do is check out all the other signs that relate to your sun, moon, or ascending sign, and see if you can get like a picture for yourself. Okay, but just know that these are the energies that you can work with rather than you have to, you know, like, they're there for you. They're like tools, okay? They're there for you to work with rather than you feeling like you are pinned down with this energy, okay? It's not a set in stone situation. So the potentials are there. Let's see what comes through for you, okay? What kind of energies do we have? I think I saw that one. Yes, that was trying to come through. Okay, so let's see what comes through. Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. The Lovers and the Moon. Yes, well, the Moon energy with the Two of Swords, very similar. Okay, very similar, with a slight difference. This is how you may feel and not know how to come out of it. This is like saying you have that ability within you to be able to see your direction, because this is confusion, okay? And I feel as though there is something that relates to your unconscious mind, okay? We see the moon there, which represents the unconscious mind, and this is also relating to creativity and your emotions. The moon is ruled by Cancer, okay? It does associate with emotions, intuition, and your connection with your mother or your physical body, your home, and so forth. But this is also relating to your unconscious or deep down inner wisdom, okay, that is within, that you are unaware of, okay? It is like beyond or beneath the consciousness, okay? More like your imagination or your feelings and subconscious. So we're getting that as a possibility of what you are going to be working with, okay? And what I have here is something relating to we see the Pentacles here, okay? The Pentacles represents, it does relate to your money. It does relate to, yeah, it can relate to your money, okay? It can relate to your money. It can relate to your luxury, your home. It can relate to the comfort of your home, okay? So very similar energies, because they're both very similar, associated with Cancer, okay? But when I look at the whole energy here, what's coming through is we've got the Lovers here, okay? You're asked not to make a choice during this time relating to anything, firstly, because the Lovers relate to choice, okay? Don't make any choices during this time. It's about sitting with what you're feeling, going inwards, inner wisdom. The Nine of Pentacles can also represent being that hermit-like energy in the comfort of your home, for example, all alone. Okay, it can also relate to that kind of energy. I feel that, you know, something that you were feeling confused about. This can also have a very deep below the consciousness kind of conditioning or programming that has made you become confused about, see, we've got the moon there as well, confused about where you are in life, okay, who you are, what you're doing, etc. And it may have something to do with when we see the sword cards there, okay, they are also associated with the nodes of the moon, okay, like the north node, south node, and it's about the past and the future, okay, so it's kind of like a very spiritual time for you, okay, it's about looking at the past and also directing your energy. See how it's pointing towards the moon, okay, it's almost like your inner wisdom is being directed, okay, you're kind of getting this sense of understanding of where you are in your life, who you are, and what your capabilities are in the comfort of your home, okay, and how can you actually make all of this come through, okay, how can you make all of this energy come through, and just go with that energy, you know, like feeling it, absorbing it. Well, I would say just relax as much as possible. It's a very, the energies that I feel are not very proactive. They're more low-key. You need to grab a nice warm cup of, you know, whatever, sit down with in a nice comfy corner in your home and just go inwards and have a look, kind of like reevaluate or contemplate, okay, and listen to your inner wisdom, your intuition, and it's very, how would I say it? It's very intuitive. It's very inward. The energy is very inward, okay, and it's not a time to act on making decisions during this time, okay, not the time to make any decisions, okay. During this time you may, because this is about what you should do, what kind of choice you should make, okay, and this is saying don't make any choices, okay, and you're looking at your limitations and you're looking at what you're incapable of. Well, you may actually be very capable, okay, but during this time you may see it as being something that is limited, okay, and after you come out of this phase you'll realize that you're actually able, okay. So during this time what I see is that you may confront, okay, certain experiences in your mind, okay. It's all about reevaluating, contemplating on what you did in the past, because this represents the north node and the south node, which is kind of like looking at the past and the future, because the nodes represent your past and future, okay, so where you came from and where you're going, okay, and that's what this is all about. So you're looking at that and you're looking at what you thought you were limited in, okay, and realize that this was only your mind that was making you think that way, because it was a conditioning or a programming that may have, you know, come through from family or family culture, belief systems such as religion, even spirituality, and the system that we live in, you know, media, and now in our day social media, or peers, okay, like peer pressure and education and so forth, okay. So you're actually looking really deep down inwards and seeing whether what you believe or what you did in the past or what you experienced in the past and what you believed in the past was a limitation, but now you're realizing maybe it's not a limitation, okay. So it's saying don't make any decisions, especially in relation to relationships, okay. And when I say relationships, I mean relationships in general, but it can also relate to intimate relationships that you may have been feeling a little bit between us, you know, stuck between a wall and a rock, okay. Lately you've probably been feeling that way, but the moon is saying that during this time you may confront yourself, okay. You may confront and learn from those past experiences and kind of like get a visual of a possible future, but make sure that if you are getting a fear-based possible future vision of yourself, please change it as soon as possible. And if you're having a hard time doing that, try to get your mind sidetracked with something that is uplifting, okay. Like listen to something, you know, like some music that uplifts you, or watch a funny movie, or go for a walk in the park in nature or something like that, whatever uplifts you, okay. And but don't make any rash decisions during this time, okay. You may get vivid dreams or visions during this time about your future life or certain possible experiences. And I'm not talking about just one possible experience. It could be like many alternative possible experiences that you may be presented with, that, you know, you can pick and choose from. But this could also represent a possible connection to the spirit realm, okay. It's a very spiritual time. It could be a time where you may connect with angels and so forth, okay. So I'm getting that kind of energy coming through. It's very spiritual, think of it that way. It's very low-key. You need to ground, you need to sleep more or rest more, or just, you know, meditate if you can. Just, you know, low-key, take it easy, okay. Take it easy. That's what this is all about. And as you take it easy and contemplate on your past actions, what you thought was something that you're limited in, you may realize that you've got a strength there, okay. So that's what I'm seeing here for you, Pisces, okay. So enjoy this beautiful Aquarius new moon energy. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. So we're on Aries now. You're the third. You're not the first this time. I'm sorry, but you are the third sign this time. I started with Aquarius because it's an Aquarius new moon that we will be having on the 29th of January 2025. So Aries, what do we see for you? So whether you're Aries, sun, moon, or rising, this is a reading for you based on the Aquarius new moon energies. And I'm having difficulty speaking today. It must be Mercury somewhere making me go, you know, weird with my ability to communicate. But we'll see what's coming through. Okay, just know that this is a collective reading. And if you want to get a grander kind of like feel about, or a complete feel about what the possibilities are for you, you can check your sun, moon, or ascending in the other signs. Other than that, if you want something more personalized, okay, you can check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if you resonate towards something there, okay. All right, let's have a look and see what comes through for you, Aries. the Empress. Wow. And the Sun. These are beautiful cards. Justice. We've got a lot of these major arcana. Ooh, all major arcana cards. Wow. Okay, so there is this huge collective energy coming through. Okay, so when we have major arcana cards coming through in the majority, it represents a collective energy that's coming through. It could even mean that there is archangel, you know, there are archangels that are working with you as well, because archangels are more working with the collective rather than the individual. So you may feel individually that, you know, an archangel is working with you, but it's because that archangel is working with the collective in proximity with your environment. Okay, so we got the Empress, the Sun, Justice, and the Emperor. Wow. Okay, just beautiful energies here. Justice. Okay, so we'll start with the Justice card, because the position of the card here represents something that you need to avoid. And we're getting justice. It's not saying you should avoid justice. It's probably saying you should avoid being unjust. Okay. So what am I getting through the channeling here? We do get a lot of security and stability coming through for you. Okay. Being an authority of a situation. But there's a lot of this fun energy. It's very social. Okay. It's very social energy, because we got this Empress that is very expressive. Mother and father energy. So you've got the divine mother, divine father energy there as well. The Sun is also very masculine. Okay. So the major arcana card, Justice, is a card that is associated firstly with number 11. Okay. So 11 is like illumination. Okay. In numerology, or if you look at, you know, 1111, those numbers, what they mean, etc. But yeah, it represents win-win situations, because it's like an individual with another individual and they're equal. Okay, that's the 11 symbolically when you see two lines like that. Okay, so it represents win-win, which is the scales. Okay, having the balance there, justice. But justice can also represent the cause and effect. It can represent karma. Okay, so when you think karma, think of it this way. Karma has been the karma that comes from past lives or ancestral lines have been swiped clean when the Aztec calendar ended. Okay, and from then on, whatever karma we receive is due to the consequences of our individualized actions. Okay, so the cause and effect of what you do, what you sow is what you reap. Okay, so karma basically means action. Okay, and the cause and effect of action. Okay, so this is saying do not be dishonest and unfair. Okay, do not be dishonest and unfair, and do not be unbalanced. Have win-win. Okay, have win-win. Watch the cause and effect of situations. Before you act, think of the after effect. Okay, what may happen if I do this? Okay, that's what this is saying. And do not act without having the clarity or be aware of the truth of the matter. Okay, that's what this is also talking about. There's a lot of fire around her. So she's on fire. She's like, yeah, I will do. She's like Joan of Arc. Okay, I will do what I have to do, fight for justice, etc. But when you're thinking that you're fighting for justice, you may realize you're being unjust. Okay, you have to be really clear about what it is that you have a belief about, or you're fighting for, or whatever. Okay, there's no reason to fight for anything. Okay, when you fight for something, you will always have fighting, okay, as a response or as an effect coming back to you. Okay, so always think of peace. Always act with peace. Now, even if you have to be proactive for peace, okay, but the main energy and the intention is for peace. So it's a cycle. When you put an intention in, it comes back around to you. Everything is a cycle. Everything comes in spheres. Even our energy body is a sphere. It's in a cycle. Okay, it always comes back to that beginning point. So whatever your intention is, okay, if your intention is to fight for something, you'll always end up with a fight. Okay, and it may not be good. It may be gnarly and, you know, and quite bad. So always have an intention for peace or justice, in the sense with peace, with win-win, okay, in that kind of situation. So wanting justice may not always be what you think it may be. Always have the intention at the back of your mind or in your heart that the intention is for justice with peace, or justice with win-win. Okay, and yeah, like when there is that intention to fight for something, it's always continuing with a fighting energy. Okay, it continues that way. So think about Mother Teresa. Okay, she said, if I go and protest against war, there is that word war, you will not see me there. But if you do a proactive activity that is for peace, I will be there. Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, understanding the difference between justice and justice. Okay, so do not act without having clarity of the truth of the matter, because you may actually act in an unfair way and you may not even realize. Okay, that's what this is all about. Now, we've got the Empress here, yeah? So the Empress is saying that, you know, this is time to let your hair down. Okay, it's time to connect with nature and, you know, be more, be like a mother as well at the same time, because the Empress represents the divine feminine or the divine mother energy, and she's very creative. So it's also saying get creative, and the Sun is very creative as well. It's also related to creative expression. So yeah, it's saying express yourself in a creative way. Okay, express yourself in a creative way with win-win. Okay, don't forget that. And I do get a very social energy coming through, because this is very active energy. There's a lot of this active energy coming through. And with this ability, you will be able to find a structure in your life, or do it with authority. Okay, because the Emperor there represents authority or structure. There's another thing here. Okay, so we see that 11, which represents win-win. It represents two individuals or two entities. Okay, we see the Empress and the Emperor. So this is saying that you need to realize that there is a divine feminine, a masculine in everything, and you need to have the two equal. Okay, and I'm not talking about men and women. I'm talking about the energies within your own self. Okay, realize that you have the divine feminine, the creative, and the divine masculine, which is grounding, structure. Okay, being more disciplined, being in authority, taking control of the situation. Okay, taking control of the situation does not mean, you know, you are controlling everyone else. Okay, it's about realizing through discipline and authority and time, because this represents time. It is associated with the energies of the earth. Both of them are. Okay, that's the creative, that is the more structural energy. Okay, so it is talking about having those two in equal. in balanced ways. And that's what this is also saying. You need to find win-win in those two energies. Okay, don't be overly emotional and creative. Don't be too rational and disciplined and controlled. It's saying you need a balance. And most of all, we got the sun there, which is saying you need to be out there and expressing yourself in a very social way. Okay, because the sun is associated with Leo, and Leo is likes to express itself in a creative way. It likes to be on stage, but it's also social. It involves other people. Okay, so we see that energy coming through for you. Okay, yeah, I feel as though there is something that you may, like bring it to a more, if you're involved in business, for example, okay, and you connect with women more so, or something to do with females, or the creative side of a situation, and it also represents being able to express yourself or communicate, write, draw, whatever, okay, sing, and put the information out there. Okay, it's saying that you're going to do this with flying colors. The Emperor is saying that you are actually going to build this empire. Okay, it's like you're building an empire with your abilities. Okay, I'm getting that energy coming through. Very beautiful energy that relates to creativity, and how you connect with others, communication, expression, and bringing structure and authority. And yeah, it's this empire you're building. Okay, now the empire may not be like, okay, so in business, yes, it may be related to being at a higher level financially, but it can also represent, if it's not financially, it may represent being able to be seen. Okay, being seen, being heard. Okay, and now you have this empire growing because you're out there. Okay, and same with this one, you're on stage, you're out there. Okay, so yeah, beautiful, beautiful energy. The collective aspect is that it is actually something that may relate to the collective. Okay, you may be connecting to the collective, say through the internet. Okay, and that is how you are gaining the ability to be seen. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there for you, Aries. Okay, have fun, because it seems like a very fun time for you. Okay, enjoy. All right, so that's for you, Aries. Taurus. Okay, so we got Taurus next. Taurus sun, moon, or rising. So this is going to be a reading based on the Aquarius new moon energy. Okay, it will occur on the 29th of January 2025, and the energies may kick in like 3 or 4 days before and may extend until 3 or 4 days after the new moon occurs. Okay, but what does it mean for you? Okay, so think of it this way. This is a collective reading. Okay, it's not personalized. So even if you're Taurus sun, maybe something like a sign in your moon or your ascending may be more highlighted for you. Okay, it usually is, for example, with me, with my moon sign, it's more like effective. Okay, but everyone's different because it depends on, it depends on the degrees of the planets in your natal chart, etc., etc. So don't just look at your sun sign, look at your moon sign as well as your ascending sign. And yeah, let's have a look and see. Okay, now if you want something more personalized, okay, more specific to you, you can check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if there is something there that resonates with you. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what comes through. this is for Taurus. The energy feels a little bit kind of like straining, okay? Even like when I was trying to pull the cards out, they were a little bit straining. Sometimes they jump out, okay? It shows that things are like flowing for you, but with you it was a tiny little, yeah, see, it's kind of like straining, a little bit straining. And we've got the Three of Pentacles here, so it represents work or career, or something that you're trying to build, okay, for yourself. It could be your not so much as in a career, okay, but it's about your status, okay? It's like your achievements, your career. What have you achieved? Okay, what have you achieved? What are you know, what is happening with your career? It can also relate to your social status, okay? How do people see you? Okay, in regards to where you are in your life, related to career, where you are, okay? So what I see here for you, okay, it's saying you're kind of like looking at that. Where are you? What are you doing? Are you building something? Okay, maybe you're working with other people, like say 3 other people trying to build something like a business, or you're already in some sort of work situation where you're kind of like, you know, besides you there are 2 other people that work with you, colleagues, and you're working together and trying to keep that business going or workplace going, etc. Okay, it's looking at where you are in your life relating to your career, your achievements, and also your status. Okay, where are you? Okay, so this is something that you need to know here. And what you need to be aware is that there are certain things that you're kind of like moving on from as well. Okay, maybe you're moving on from that notion, that idea that you need to build your status, you need to build your career, you need to be seen, you need to be more professional, or you need to have these professional goals, you know, those specific ambitions that you may actually have. Okay, yes, you can move on from that to explore new frontiers. Okay, that's what this is all about. It could be like heartfelt desires that did not work out or were not very satisfying for you. You don't relate to them anymore. So you decide to move on from that to experience something different. Okay, that could also mean the energy there can also mean like that as well. But what you're not meant to do is to go out there and scatter your energies as you indulge. Okay, so we have this indulging. Okay, do not indulge. Okay, yes, it's good to explore new things, but if you did attain some money, okay, this is saying that you may end up indulging in this. Okay, it's not time to indulge. You have to have a look at where you are, because we're seeing this here, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, look at that. Okay, this person is like drowning in quicksand, and they're still holding so tightly to the money. Okay, it's like they're about to be buried in the sand, and they think that, you know, money is very important, so I'm holding very tightly on this money. Okay, so that's what this is saying. What are your values? Okay, what is it that you value in life? Okay, are you moving on from something that does not resonate with you anymore, moving towards something new that does resonate more with you? Okay, or are you holding tightly onto something that does not resonate with you, say a career situation, but because of the money you're holding too tightly onto it and your soul is drowning? Okay, so this is actually saying don't be so focused on tangible things. okay, such as how you're being seen, okay, money, material things, okay. Don't be so, you know, like, don't try to control it so much. Don't focus too much on it. Look at your values, okay. What is it that you value? What gives meaning to your life, okay? Look at that. Okay, you may want to go out there and indulge, you know. I mean, you know, as a Taurus, Taurians love good food and good wine, drink, you know, like they like to travel, for example. They like to indulge in their senses. Yes, Taurians out there, do you agree with me? Okay, so this may be something, you know, that you value. You want to eat good food. You want to experience things that, you know, stir your senses. The taste, the smell, the experience, the touch, etc. Okay, so you're looking at, you know, indulging in this, but it's saying do not indulge, yeah, because it may actually put you in a position where you may end up being like this, where you're holding tightly to the last bit that you have, that you know you need for your necessities, you know, but it is saying, yes, you can go out there and explore new things that do resonate with, you know, your soul, do resonate with your life path. You know, you don't know what your life path is, but when you have that inspired feeling and you say, I don't feel connected to what I'm doing, I feel like I want to explore this, okay. When you're going there to explore, do not end up in indulging too much, okay. That's what this is all about. Make sure that you have a balance there. Yes, a little bit is okay, but when you do too much, you may end up like this, okay, where you don't have much left to take care of your necessities, needs, okay. Specifically food and drink. Don't indulge too much in food and drink, okay, especially, you know, like expensive food and drink. So yeah, I do see something about, you know, an energy that relates to work and career, or should I say career and your status, you know, in regards to work and career, and also your values in life. What is it that you value? Do you value holding on to money, or do you value exploring new things but making sure that it's not, you know, indulging too much? Okay, do not indulge too much. That's what this is all about. Yes, you can go out there and explore new things, absolutely, not to the point where you overindulge and end up lacking, okay. Or are you actually holding on too strongly, okay, holding it so tight that, you know, you're stopping the flow of the energy of money coming into your life, or holding too tightly to things that you value. Now, what you value may not be just money. It could be, you know, what you value, such as the tangible things in life, such as your property, or family could also be there, you know, like family members. You're holding so tight to your family members that if something happens to them, you'll be devastated, okay. So you need to kind of like loosen up a little bit there, okay. Don't hold on too tight. Don't try to control. Do not insist, okay. The more you insist, the more it will resist. That's what this is all about for you, Taurus, okay. That's what I'm getting. Whew. So the more you let go a little bit, okay, without overindulging, okay, and when I say let go, I mean try not to control so much, but do not overindulge as well. It's like you have to find the middle ground, okay, and that way you'll be able to enjoy life more. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. So enjoy this Aquarius new moon energy. Okay, so we're moving on to Gemini now. Gemini sun, moon or rising. Okay, so we've got this Aquarius new moon occurring on the 29th of January 2025, and 3 or 4 days before or 3 or 4 days after, give or take, the effect of this new moon will take place. And you're Gemini, you're an air sign, so this may be also, because Aquarius is air sign as well, it will also have, you know, an effect on you. The other one is Libra, so the air signs will be more affected, okay, because it's an Aquarius air sign new moon. Now this is a collective reading, okay, so check out all the other signs that correlate with your sun, moon or rising or ascending, and, you know, try to get kind of like a fuller picture of what are the possibilities there for you. But if you want something more personalized, okay, you can check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if see if there's anything there that you resonate with, that you may want to check out, experience, have fun with. Okay, everything is for the experience. Okay, this world is our playground, so have fun. All right, let's see what comes through for you, Gemini. So we've got 2 cards in the beginning. Oh, and another 2 there. All right. Page of Wands, the Death card, 10 of Cups. Okay, don't be afraid of the Death card. Okay, it's just transformation. Okay, the Hierophant, the 4 of Cups, and the King of Wands. Well, okay, so the King of Wands, we've got the page there, and the page is actually what I say is maturing or growing, because the page is like the child and the king is like the father, so it represents it's the same family. Okay, it represents the child growing up from here, step 1, to here and becoming more mature. Okay, the King of Wands. So what I see with you, for you, I should say, you want to go out there and explore. Okay, what is it that you want to explore? You will probably want to travel. Okay, because the Page of Wands, we also have the Knight of Wands, for example. When we look at the Knight of Wands, his horse actually has wings, so it represents flying somewhere. But the Page of Wands also wants to go somewhere, explore, travel. Okay, so it is ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is internationally connected. Okay, it wants to, it has a direct connection to Jupiter, Sagittarius, and we see Page of Wands here, and it wants to go somewhere and experience, you know, like different cultures. It wants to experience new experiences. Okay, cultural food, cultural places, different cultures, different places, different faces. Okay, so it's a very philosophical kind of experience as well, spiritual as well as philosophical. But it could also represent exploring other belief systems, gaining more knowledge, and kind of like widening your ability to explore. Okay, so it's kind of like expanding. The Page of Wands here is also about learning, because it's a page. Page is a child, which is all about learning. So there is also some sort of energy that relates to studying and culture and things like, you know, ancestral backgrounds and things like that. Okay, it is kind of like relating to growth and evolution in your personal and spiritual expansion. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there, but I'm getting the Death card here. Okay, so the Death card is saying that you may actually decide to make a sudden decision, okay, or you're thinking of changing completely where you live. Okay, it's like ending where you live to have a brand new experience, because the Death does not mean the end of anything. It means the ending of the old and starting the new. Okay, we also have the Hierophant here, which represents something traditional that, you know, that you've been, a mindset or an understanding or a way of living that is not very fulfilling. It's also, you know, very boring, almost to the point where you're okay, it's like depressed. Okay, you just want to move away from this way of being, and this is saying do not get stuck, okay, in that traditional mindset. You have to be where you know, there is, when you go around in the world, there are some cultures that say, you know, wherever you are, where you are born or where you grew up is where you will end, you know, your life, to the end of your days, etc., is where you're meant to be, etc. You know, it's something like that. And this is saying that this does not apply to you during this time. It's almost like you feel so bored where you are, so disconnected, that even if it's like something that you need to go with, because that's the traditional way, you're ending that. Okay, you want to explore new ways. And we see this Ten of Cups here. I think this is the second time we've got the Ten of Cups today. It is saying that, you know, it's time to enjoy life. Okay, so what you need to know is that you're thinking of totally exploring new places. Okay, kind of like completing or ending the way you have been up until now, wanting to start anew. And this is saying it's time to embrace whatever makes you happy. So whatever tickles your fancy, wherever you want to go, whatever makes you feel happy, fulfilled, joyful, or even, you know, feeling creative, or it could be somewhere that, you know, kind of like pulls you in, you resonate towards a specific place in the world, or even location. It doesn't even have to be, you know, another country. It could be like another part of the continent, for example. Okay, so we get something, but it's something that is very different. Okay, because the Death card represents something that is very different, and these two are telling me it's something out of the traditional or normal or conventional way of being. It's totally different. Okay, and the King of Wands here is saying, yes, I've achieved that. I'm being proactive and I'm going towards that. I'm going towards the desire with passion. I'm acting on my passion. I'm acting on my desire to experience what is resonating with me, or where I should be going. Okay, so that's what this is saying. The King of Wands is a bit of a maverick, so is the Page, but the King of Wands is more outdoorsy, out there, a bit of a maverick, you know, like likes to explore, Indiana Jones type energy. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. And yeah, it's almost like, you know, you are wanting to, okay, look at things like, also things like religion, morals and ethics, and even culture that is traditional, that does not support you. You want to move, you want to even move on from there. Okay, you want to experience something totally different. You're kind of like totally in this energy. It's like, I really want to go there. I really want to go and live there. Okay, and what this is going to do for you is it's going to actually change your outwardly appearance or characteristics, your traits, your outlook on the world, etc. Everything about you will change. Okay, you'll be from the Page to the King, and leaving behind anything that is very old energy. This is almost like a feel of shifting from the old earth to the new earth. Okay, think of that. But you're moving to another place, or thinking about moving to another place. Okay, even if it doesn't start happening around the new moon, but it would be like a seed. Okay, that is the intention, your desire. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here for you, Gemini. Yeah, I hope this has kind of like given you an idea of the possibilities of what you may experience. Okay, so enjoy the new moon energies. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so we've got this Aquarius new moon occurring on the 29th of January 2025. And it is a very, actually it's a very positive type of energy. But what does this have for you? Okay, like we'll be looking at the reading, the energies, and we'll see what comes through. But just know that this is not it can't be a personalized reading. You know, it's a collective reading. So have a look and see if, you know, Cancer's Sun, Moon, or Rising. You can have a look at your other moon. You can have a look at your moon, sun, or rising sign in the other signs as well, and try to get a full picture here. Okay, but what's happening for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising? Okay, let's have a look. And if you want something more personalized, because this is a collective reading, you can check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if there's anything there that, you know, you would want to explore. Okay, let's see what comes through for you, Cancer. Okay, we've got 2 cards for the last card. Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay. The Knight of Wands. Wow. 10 of Swords. And we also have the Major Arcana and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So, this is very interesting. Okay. So the 3 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, very fiery energy. What I see is that there is some sort of exploring type energy coming, expansion. Okay, not exploring, it's more like expansion that's coming through. And what you're asked not to do, let's have a look at what you're not, you know, what you're asked not to do is, okay, if you feel like, you know, you're being backstabbed, you find something that does not work with you, or something is, how would I say it, you trusted someone and they hurt you, you know, if something happens where you feel like you're in your lowest, okay, it's saying don't get sucked into this energy, okay. You're asked to be more optimistic here, okay, because you may be pushed towards feeling depressed, you know, like being pessimistic. You're asked to see the positive rather than focusing on the negative. Don't forget, the opposite energy of love is fear. And I'm sorry about the way I'm communicating today. I think there's something happening with Mercury. Okay, it's affecting me quite badly. I'm having issues communicating. Maybe it's because there's a lot that's trying to come through, and physically I'm not able to allow that easily. Okay, there's a restriction there. It could be associated with Mercury. So if you feel like you've failed in something, whether it's relationships, connections, or you feel like you're being defeated, or feel like, you know, this is like something that is inevitable, okay, it's saying don't get sucked into that energy, okay, because what I see is like, you know, there's justice and there is the Knight of Swords. These two cards are very strongly coming through, but I feel as though there is some sort of expansion in regards to information that's coming through, okay. So the information that I see here is related to you expanding your understanding of a situation, okay. So actually it's a very positive card, the Three of Wands, okay. Because of this information that's coming through, because we see a lot of this, the sword here, okay, it's all about communication and information. Because of this information, what I see, this could be like something that is hidden from you, okay, that you're learning about, and this is actually going to make you realize something where you can look ahead, and it may even like be able to release some sort of delay or obstacle from your path, because we see the Knight of Wands there, okay. This may have something to do with your connections, you know, with another person, or if you're in, you know, in a relationship, it may have something to do with your partner. But there is this transformation occurring within the relationship. I'm also getting that things are not going to be the same the way they are. It feels like things are actually going to get better, because we've got the major arcana of justice coming through, and we've got 11 there, which represents two entities coming together in win-win, equal, okay. It's almost like something is being released where you're expanding, okay. Some sort of information that was held back from you, you're gaining knowledge of that through some, you know, whether it's a written or whether it is spoken, okay, information which will come through very quickly, okay. And it shows that there is an expansion that relates, and transformation as well. There is a transformation here as well, okay. that relates to finding justice. Something's going to be like put right in this situation, okay, very quickly, very suddenly, which gives you the ability to expand and to be a little bit more adventurous with your life. Okay, so I do see also looking at past experiences, okay, places where you felt hurt or well, it can be like, you know, maybe you were hurt, maybe you failed in that, maybe it didn't work out, or it was a situation that you had your heart set on, but it was terrible, okay, or someone that you trusted hurt you, etc. Okay, so what's happening here is you're looking back to that, all those experiences, and the information that comes through, because I'm seeing some information coming through very quickly, and it does have something to do with the experiences you had in the past, or a specific experience, and this is being put just, okay, this is bringing balance to the situation where you're gaining more vision and feeling a little bit more adventurous related to yourself and your future. So almost gaining some sort of vision. Okay, so yeah, there is also something relating to, because the Justice card can also relate to a legal situation that is going to be suddenly solved, okay, very quickly, because the Knight of Swords represents something that happens very quickly. Okay, so something that you are not aware of will come to light, which will assist you finding justice, whether it's through something being put right or a legal situation being resolved very quickly, where you have the ability to expand your life, getting some sort of vision relating to your life. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Cancer. Okay, so enjoy this new moon in Aquarius. Hey Leo, Leo sun, moon and rising. Okay, so we have an Aquarius new moon on the 29th of January 2025, and this Aquarius new moon, well, Aquarius is your opposite sign on the zodiac wheel. Okay, so how is this going to affect you? And don't just look at your sun sign. Okay, for example, if you're a sun in Leo, have a look at your ascending as well as your moon sign as well. Try to get an overall, you know, picture of the situation. But if you want something more personalized, of course, that's a different thing, because this is a collective reading. You can check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if there is something that you would like to explore there. Okay, now let's have a look at what's happening for you with this Aquarius new moon. Okay, Aquarius new moon for Leo. Let's see. Ooh, Seven of Wands. Who are you arguing with? The Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands firstly. This is something that you should avoid, okay? And we're seeing the Ace of Wands, which represents, if you're thinking of starting a relationship during this time, do not start anything new, okay? Or basically, don't start anything new during this time. That's what this is saying, okay? We've got the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands. But what's the energy that's coming through in this channeling? Because we've got the Chariot as well, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so what you need to know, okay, is what you need to do is to find alignment. Okay, so think of this as a car, and you need a wheel alignment to have a smooth journey in your life. You need to have a wheel alignment. Okay, it's just saying you need alignment in your life. Okay, you also need a direction in your life, but it's not the time to start anything new, especially when it relates to relationships. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Do not argue with others. I'm getting that as well. There is a possibility that you may be a little bit gnarly. I wouldn't say gnarly, but kind of like defensive, trying to control the situation, or insisting on the way something should happen, whether it is in your one-on-one relationships or in your group connections. Okay, you need direction, but in a harmonious way. Okay, so you need alignment or balance, and you need direction. Without direction, you can't drive your car anywhere, and you need that wheel alignment to have a very smooth drive. Okay, that's what the Chariot is telling me. When you don't have direction and you are insisting on the way something should be, okay, this could be, you know, if you insist on something, this could be very resistant energy. Okay, so do not insist, and do not be defensive. Don't try to control the situation. Okay, try to have a new direction. Okay, it's like try to see things from a different viewpoint, or even respecting others' differences is also another thing here. Okay, starting something new with a lack of passion or boredom. That's what this is saying. So if you want to start something new, you need to feel inspired. You need to feel the desire. You need to feel the willpower, or you need a direction. So we're getting the same kind of energy coming through. If you do not have the willpower, if you do not have a direction, and the direction could be just your inspiration. Okay, if you do not have inspiration or even a desire, heartfelt desire in regards to a situation that may be relating to how you connect with others, because we're seeing, like, you know, other people here, you may end up being alone. Okay, the Five of Pentacles can represent a loss in a situation. So if you're trying to control, if you're trying to insist, and you're being defensive, okay, then it can put you in a position where you are kind of like pushed out from the group, or others may be a little bit indifferent to you. Okay, so first things first, this is saying that you need to have respect for others' differences and do not insist. Have alignment and direction with inspiration, because the lack of it, and you know, with the insistence of an old energy, it can put you into a loss. Okay, this loss may be with everyone's or other people in your life, where they are being indifferent towards you, or ignoring you, or not associating with you, or it may even be you pushing so hard, insisting so hard, that you being, you know, say gnarly and so forth, may end up having health issues. Okay, that could be the loss as well. Okay, so it's saying be a little bit more open-minded, respect others' differences, have your own direction, listen to your inspiration, and all will be well. Okay, so things will improve as long as you have the inspiration, as long as you have the direction, as long as you have balance and respect for others, other people that you associate with. Things will improve in your life. If you've been having issues with your relationships, with your friends or family or intimate connections, or even business connections, this is saying that as long as you respect their differences, do not try to control and insist, have a direction and feel inspired, everything will improve. Okay, there will be a recovery of how you connect with others, your relationships with other people. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. This could also reflect onto your health. It could be that your health is, you know, you're recovering from something. There is improvement there. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Leo. Okay, so enjoy this Aquarius new moon energy. Okay, so we've got Virgo next. So Virgo, sun, moon, or a rising or ascending. This is going to be an Aquarius new moon reading that will occur, or the Aquarius new moon will occur on the 29th of January 2025. How will this affect you? Okay, so check out your other signs as well, you know, like your moon sign, your ascending sign, if you're sun in Virgo, etc. Okay, check the other signs as well. Try to get like an overall feel of a holistic feel of the situation, but just know that this is not a personalized reading, it's a collective reading, and everyone's unique. Okay, every Virgo is unique. Every sun in Virgo, every moon, and every ascending in Virgo is unique, just like their fingerprint. So it's not going to resonate with all Virgos. So if you want something more personalized, you can check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if, you know, there's anything there that you would like to explore and have fun with, basically. Okay, it's all about having fun, right? Alright, so let's see what comes through for you, Virgo. Okay, we've got like 2 cards in the don't do section. Let's have a look at those first. We've got 2. The 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles, like, don't be stingy. Do not try to dominate with your power. Okay, so don't try to do some good with strings attached. Okay, so that's the message of the Six of Pentacles there. We also have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so with Two of Pentacles, it's saying don't get so overwhelmed trying to adjust or trying to find balance in relation to this could be relating to how you're seen, what you do at work, and health. Okay, your health, work, etc. There's something about health coming through here, because it does relate to finding balance, work and play kind of thing. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. So finding balance here, being a little bit more giving, is the best way to go. Let's have a look at the rest. What is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to do? And the possibilities. Okay, so you're gaining some sort of clarity in a situation. Okay. Excuse me. Just a sip of water. All right. So there could be something about your health that you are not aware of, or you're overthinking. Okay, okay. This is more at the mind level, because we see the swords there. The swords here represent something that is happening at the mind level. It's what's happening in your mind, okay, that you may think that you have, and you may not even have anything like that. Okay, so it's more of a psychological. Okay, I think that's the best way to put it. Something that you think that you have in regards to your health, that is a little bit more psychological. That's what I'm getting. Okay, and you're finding clarity to it, but the Seven of Swords here is like you're either making a big deal about it, or it's almost like you're hiding something. Okay, that's another energy that I'm picking up here. Okay, you're not hiding, deceiving. It's like deceiving yourself. Okay, in regards to health, that's what I'm getting. You're deceiving yourself. The way you see the situation in your mind, it's kind of like constantly like in your mind, and you're kind of like, okay, you know, I've got this, there's something like this going on with me, etc. It's saying that you need to change the way you think about your situation. Now, whether this is about your health or your work situation, okay, or the way, you know, the way you think others perceive you, that's another thing there. Okay, relating to work or career, you know, this may even be something to do with the health of your career, or it's almost like, you know, you may think that people see you in a certain way, but they may not really see you that way, but because you believe it that way, you know, you're kind of like, your mind is tricking you. That's all I can say. Okay, your mind is tricking you or deceiving you to believe that way, but there's really, it's not something that you should be, you know, thinking of in that kind of way. Maybe you think that, you know, you're working with another person and they're getting paid more, and you're thinking, well, maybe I'm not good enough, and you're making your mind believe that. Okay, you're actually programming your mind, or should I say, you're putting a spell on yourself. You're hypnotizing yourself. And if you feel that you've got something wrong with your health, say you had a symptom and you think, oh, I've got this, you know, this is happening for me, to me. And your mind keeps thinking about it, and you make it such a big deal in your mind, okay? And you start tricking yourself, deceiving yourself because you believe it so much. You're actually saying, I've got this condition, and you may not even have anything like that. So this is saying, be aware of how your mind is actually tricking you, okay? That relates to your health, that relates to your work, or the way you're being seen or perceived by others in regards to your work or career. You need to reevaluate where you are, okay? You need to have a good look at your situation. Where are you? What are you doing? Are you, you know, doing it the right way? Okay, so it's kind of like observing, reevaluating, and contemplating on your situation and trying to find balance there, okay? You will find clarity. You will find the ability to be clear about whatever it is that relates to your situation, whether it's health, work, career, how you're being seen or perceived, etc. Everything. You'll find clarity. There is a possibility of being very clear about maybe a direction, okay? This could even be like finding clarity through a situation that you've been confused in, okay, that relates to work and career, okay, and your health. We also have a situation that relates to health here, okay. You will find clarity there. You will let go of your confusion or your leniency towards deceiving yourself, okay. The confusion can actually turn into that, okay, because you think that is what you have. You're probably going and checking out on Google, I've got this symptom, oh, it says you've got this, oh, I've got that, okay, and you keep thinking of that, and it keeps going in your mind, and it's always in your mind. You're holding it, like, you may not even express it to anyone, but you are actually overthinking about it, okay? So it's saying that you need to be able to be open to receiving the information, okay, where you can find some sort of clarity or breakthrough to your situation, okay, letting go of your confusion. So that's what I'm seeing there, okay, that's for you, Virgo. So enjoy this Aquarius new moon. Who we got next? We got Libra, Libra sun, moon, and ascending or rising. Okay, so this is about Aquarius, the Aquarius new moon that will be occurring on the 29th of January 2025. And we're going to see how this affects you, because you're also an air sign like Aquarius, and how will this affect you, in what area of your life it may affect you, and in which way. We know that the stars do not affect us, they actually reflect to us, okay. So the Aquarius new moon, how is it reflecting to us, the energies, and how we can work with those energies, okay. So let's have a look. Let's see what comes through for you, Libra. Just know this is a collective reading, and if you checked out your sun, moon, and rising signs and kind of got you know, a bit of a holistic feel of, you know, what the possibilities are here, it's still a collective reading, okay, because everyone's unique. Every Libra is unique, so just like the fingerprint. So if you want something that is more personalized, you can check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if you feel like you want to explore something there. Okay, just remember that it's you know, this world is our playground, so just have fun. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what comes through. The King of Pentacles. You feel like you want to go somewhere. Okay, getting that. Yeah, you want to go and explore new places. I'm getting that as well. Like you want to move somewhere. You want to move somewhere. And you also feel like you want to have fun. Okay. There is also a feeling of, it's almost like, you know, some sort of connection. We've got the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles can represent someone in authority. Okay. Someone in authority that is very earthy, but also someone who is security minded. All right, someone who's very focused on the material world. Okay, think of it that way. What I see here is that, you know, you may actually desire to have more fun or connect with this person and let them kind of like break the chain of seriousness. It's almost like, you know, they're so serious, I just want them to kind of like let their hair down, you know, calm down a little bit, kind of be a little bit more carefree. Okay, it's that kind of energy that I'm getting. But the King of Pentacles can also be someone who's very dynamic. Okay, but in the material world. So I see the Eight of Cups. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is saying what you need to know is that you want to move on to new experiences. Okay, you're moving on from what is not working for you, especially if, you know, relates to emotional connections. What's not working for you, you want to move on to something a little bit more fun. There could be there could be a desire to connect with another, either in a creative way or maybe in a romantic way. Okay, there could be a lot of connection with someone who is more an authority, like a father figure maybe. Okay, there is that energy coming through. It can mean maybe you want to connect with someone that is from another country, because I also get that energy coming through, connecting with someone that is in a far off land. You want to go and explore, you want to, you know, like travel and explore, but this is saying do not not in the meantime, don't do anything like that. You can explore, but you don't have to like pack up everything and go. Okay, it's not something that you should, well, at this time frame to do. There could be also a desire to connect with someone that is on the other side of the world. That relates to business. Okay, business connections, building business partnerships. Okay, we also get that this could be the desire to do that. The Ten of Wands is actually talking about the possibility of an outcome. Okay, there is nothing set in stone. So this is a possibility. So it's saying as long as you feel enjoyment, as long as you feel fun, as long as you feel, well, you know, when you're feeling inspired to move forward, to explore something, connecting with someone that is not from where you are, or it could be someone that is overseas. Okay, business connections, someone, or the King of Pentacles can represent money, okay, that is in another country that is due to come to you in due time. Okay, that's another thing. There is a possibility of, you know, wanting to travel there to attain it and, you know, work with it, etc. But it's saying it's not the time yet. Yeah, it's not the time yet. It needs to mature. It needs to mature. The time is not right as yet. And what we see here is that eventually there will be accomplishment. Okay. But if you are insisting on something right now, you will be overstressed and burnt out. Okay, so focus on the fun part, because this is like something that does not resonate with you, emotionally satisfy you. You are moving on to explore something new that is more fun. Yeah, that's what this is about. And yes, you will eventually accomplish what it is that you want. Okay, but you need to let your hair down. You need to have a little bit more fun. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. You need to have a little bit more fun, and not to push, you know, for something to happen right now. It's not the time yet. It hasn't matured. It's like, you know, you put a seed in the ground and you want to harvest it the next day. You can't. It hasn't even like come out of the soil yet. It needs time to grow or to mature. Okay, so it's saying that if you are pushing hard for it now, there will be obstacles and delays and frustration that you will be faced with. So when the timing is right, okay, you will be able to expand rapidly. You'll be able to grow rapidly with what is going to be presented to you, whether it's a business connection or some sort of money coming your way. Okay, so yeah, I do see that. The possibilities are there. So just know that this moon will actually give you some sort of an idea about the energies of what may come through. I feel like, you know, like another 3 months where it's fully grown, the energy is fully matured for you to reap the rewards here that relates to either business connections or some sort of money that is due to you through a male figure, like a father figure. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. And it is an overseas connection. Okay, so yeah, have fun, enjoy this Aquarius new moon energy. Scorpio, sun, moon and rising. Okay, so there is going to be an Aquarius new moon that will occur on the 29th of January 2025. And how is this going to affect you, Aquarius? Sorry, Scorpio. So the Aquarius energy. Have a look at your sun, moon and rising, and try to get a more of a holistic feel of the possibilities here. The stars do not affect us, they reflect to us. That's why they are reflective. And also the moon, okay, it doesn't affect us, it reflects to us. Okay, and we have free will to be able to work with the energies, and it is up to us to experience it in the good or the bad way. If we choose with love, we will experience the good. If we choose with fear, we will experience with the bad. Okay, so what am I getting here for you, Scorpio? Let's have a look. Just know this is a collective reading. Okay, not a personalized reading. Even if you try to get a holistic feel of, you know, your sun, moon and rising, it still will not be as a personalized reading, because not every Scorpio is the same. Every Scorpio is unique, just like their fingerprint, and their experiences are also unique. Even if the themes are very similar, the experiences will be very unique. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Oh, pen, look, aces. Six of Cups. Okay, something that you need to let go of that is related to your past. Oh, you're celebrating something. You are attaining publicity, fame, and you're indulging. It seems like you are actually celebrating something, the success of something, the completion of something. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, so what I see here is clarity is coming through, a breakthrough is coming through. This is something that you need to know. Finally, there is a breakthrough, okay, that you have been waiting for. It's coming through. It is financial, the money is coming, okay, there is some sort of breakthrough here, okay, and the breakthrough can relate to money for the home, okay, because we're getting this home energy coming through, money for the home, and it can be also something relating to home, house, family, okay, so something that is related to your domestic affairs. It can also relate to your children, okay, or where it can relate to your children, or it can relate to where you live, or, you know, with your children, or even without your children. But it could be that maybe you're the child, okay, of the parents who are, I'm getting something that relates to children being the child, money being offered. There is a clarity or a breakthrough that is related to money that's coming through, or it has come through or is about to come through, that relates to home, house, family, connection with family. This is actually taken action. It is actually, whether it has or is about to, okay, that's what I'm getting, because it's an ace and we've got double the ace. And so the idea was there, because the sword represents the mind. The idea is there, but it has been realized. It's like almost like handed out to you, like inheritance or something, because I'm getting this, you're the child, okay, and you are receiving something, or maybe you're giving something to your children. It could be the other way around, okay, or it has something to do with your home, you and your children, where you are finally succeeding in something, okay, finally succeeding in a situation that relates to house, home and family, and there is a transformation occurring, and I see you celebrating. Celebration is coming through. Okay, this is very straightforward. There's nothing, you know, like very flowy, straightforward message here. Okay, the idea was there. It has taken action. It may take a little bit time, okay, but it's there, okay, and this could be you assisting your kids or your parents assisting you. It may have something to do with your home, your family, okay. There is a transformation of success and being able to be seen for your success, and you're celebrating eventually, okay. That is the kind of energy that's coming through. Now, this usually represents the possibility of an outcome, but I've got two cards that are supporting this. A wish coming true that relates to success and transformation of a situation relating to home, house, family. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing there for you. Okay, Scorpio, nothing more to say. Okay, so enjoy this Aquarius new moon energy. And also, you know, like I did mention inheritance. It doesn't mean, you know, someone has to die to be able, for you to be able to receive anything. Maybe it's like, you know, an ancestral thing, like grandparents, great-grandparents, etc. Or it could be just parents wanting to assist you, or it could be you wanting to assist your children, vice versa. Okay, so if, you know, parents are alive, they don't have to be passed on to be able to assist with money. This could be like a willing assistance, such as an inheritance. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. So enjoy the Aquarius new moon energies. Sagittarius. So we've got Sagittarius sun, moon, and rising or ascending. We have an Aquarius new moon on the 29th of January 2025, and this Aquarius new moon comes through as being very positive. Okay, the energy comes through as being quite positive. But what kind of energies does it have for you, Sagittarius? Now, know that this is a collective reading. Even if you look at your sun, moon, and rising and try to get it with the other signs and try to get a holistic feel of what you may be experiencing. But the thing is, it's still, you know, like all Sagittarians are unique. So just like their fingerprints. So I would suggest check us out at girlandhermoon.com and see if you resonate towards something, you know, to explore something more personalized, if you would prefer that. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see what comes through for Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, we've got two cards there. Oh. Sometimes they reveal themselves and then they back up. It's like, nope, not that one. They kind of disappear. Okay. All right. Ooh, the Star and the Queen of Cups. Okay. Ooh, Magician, Queen of Wands. Yes, that's very Sagittarius. And the Emperor. Okay. So what am I getting here? Magician, definitely. Okay, so the Magician is actually, how can I say this? Magician is very Mercury energy. Okay, he's ruled by Mercury, and it represents your mind. It represents what you speak, what you communicate. It represents what you share with the world. So we do see that coming through there, but we also have the Star. The Star is associated with Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius energy. And it is about your inspirations. Okay, it's about what your hopes, your desires, what you wish for, wishing upon that star, for example. Okay, so what I see here is a wish coming true. Okay, you're feeling this connection, and we're getting this Magician coming through here, which represents your ability to connect with others and communicate. But we see the Emperor. Okay, this what I feel here, because these are higher major arcana cards. Okay, so, and we got two queens. So the Queen of Cups is there, and you're advised to be that way rather than being like the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands in the negative can be a little bit of a tyrant. Okay, it's saying you need to soften down a little bit. In other words, the Queen of Wands, besides being a tyrant, can also be someone who's always on the go. Go, 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 go. So you're asked to calm down a little bit. Okay, calm the energies down. Be a little bit more in that divine feminine energy. This is very masculine. This is very feminine. Okay. So it's associated with emotions. This is associated with action. Fire. So not to be so active, okay. But I do see that you're focusing on something that relates to the mind and communication around the Aquarius new moon. So about 3 or 4 days before and 3 or 4 days after, around that moon energy, there's a lot of stuff that you're doing that is probably like communicating, doing online work, because the star can also represent online stuff, okay. Being able to see other people, maybe talking face to face. It can also represent something that you're focusing on, like a vision that you're trying to get the communication or information across. This can be something that you have a vision of, such as gaining knowledge and wisdom. Maybe you're studying, for example, and you're trying to complete something like that to gain security and stability in that. Okay, so it could be relating to something that you study or something that you're trying to produce that involves screen communication. Okay, when I say screen, I'm talking about, you know, like video shooting, something that's done on maybe on a phone, you know, like software applications, etc. Videos, communication, information technology. Okay, because Aquarius is very tech, okay, technology. So information technology, online stuff, putting the information across, the communication. But it's saying that you should not push yourself too hard. Okay, don't be always on the go, 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 go. Have some time for yourself. Okay, have that cozy comfort time where you can kind of like indulge in, you know, something to eat or drink and watch. Okay, indulge your emotions there as well. You know, like when I say indulge, I don't mean going overboard. I'm saying you need to have that comfort time to calm down, to unwind, to center yourself. Okay, that's what you need. And yes, you will find the ability to be on time. Okay, you will be able to get things done on time. You will be able to structure everything in a way that works. Okay, I'm not saying the way it is requested, because even if it doesn't turn out the way that it is requested, it may actually be the better way that you come up with. Okay, so whatever works will happen. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. It's a weird way of explaining this, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, and lots of communication, how you connect with others, how you connect, how you communicate, how you put the word across, how you come to agreements with others, and how it's almost like, you know, you're like the magician, you know, like coming up with something out of thin air kind of thing as well at the same time. It's almost like you're picking out things out of the air, information, ideas, etc., and putting those across to people that you work with. Okay, That's the kind of message I'm getting here for you, Sagittarius. Okay, I hope this has enlightened you. So take care and enjoy the Aquarius new moon. Capricorn, this time you're last, because I started with Aquarius, but I think Pisces probably was feeling, you know, because they're always last, they're probably feeling like, why are we always last? So they were second this time, but Capricorn, this time you were last. So this is going to be a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, okay, or Ascending. And it's based on the Aquarius new moon energies that, you know, will occur on the 29th of January 2025. So what kind of energies are we feeling here for you, Capricorn? Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. What are we getting? Okay, that one popped out. What have we got? 1, 2, 3 cards that relate to not to do or let go. And then we've got the last one. All right. 8 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so Capricorn, what are we looking at? We're looking at we see this, okay, something that you, so this card here in this position is all about what you need to do, okay, what you need to do, and this is what you need to know. This is saying you've been acting rationally or in haste about a situation, okay, without considering the long-term effects, okay, without taking into consideration what is valuable to you, okay. Your internal values are coming through here. So you've been acting too hastily on a situation. Now you kind of like regret this. Maybe you're thinking, I should have put more importance on that. I should have valued that more, or that person more, etc. Okay, I should have valued that possession or that item more, or my health more, for example. Okay, so that's what this is saying. It's like, it's almost like you're grieving over a situation that you feel like, you know, there is no way you can turn it around. It could be also like self-pity. It could be like feeling at a loss, okay, where you have the inability to accept this or to move on from this situation. So what you're asked to do, we've got the 2 of Pentacles here. Okay, the 2 of Pentacles is looking at your priorities, okay, and saying things will change, okay. Things in life change, nothing stays the same, okay. And it's asking you to find balance, okay. What you need to do to let go is being out of balance. What you need to let go of is to let go of things that you were prioritizing before that do not serve you anymore. Okay, so what was it that you were prioritizing? What was it that you were valuing so much? And then you find that there is no meaning in valuing that anymore. Okay, and you were acting too hastily in a situation where you weren't even thinking about how valuable it was, and now you're at a loss. Now you're thinking, I'm such a loser. I didn't realize that that was so valuable. That's in the past. Okay, so now you're asked to look at what is valuable now. What is it time to let go of? Okay, we see the Seven of Swords here. What is it that you need to let go of? Deceiving yourself. What is it that you need to let go of? Lack of direction. Not being able to have a direction of, by deceiving yourself with a lack of direction that relates to your values, that relates to what is important in your life, what is priority. Because there's always things that are changing. You need to adapt to the changes. Okay, that's what this is saying. You need to adapt to the changes. You need to have balance relating to your ever-changing priorities. So if there was something that you lost in the past and you're holding on to certain priorities with the fear that you may experience something similar, it's saying that you need to find a direction. Okay, and you need to stop deceiving yourself by holding on to situations that do not serve you anymore. Your priorities change over time. It's time to upgrade. Okay, and we see the Three of Cups here. Okay, it's saying it's time to enjoy life. Don't be so strict on yourself. Okay, because priorities change, values change. What you valued before and you didn't understand how to value it, and maybe you had a loss in it, well, that was in the past. Okay, it does not serve you anymore. So let go of that. Let go, accept it. Let go and move on. Find peace. Okay, it's a learning process. It's a stepping stone to learning and then understanding how to value, understanding how to prioritize. But do not get stuck with holding on to the same priority that does not serve you anymore, because they also change. You need to find a way to be adaptable and to have direction, and stop deceiving yourself with this old energy that you need to let go. The Three of Cups is saying enjoy life. Okay, enjoy the joy of life. And it's about connecting with the people that you work with. Okay, like a community. Connect with community or friends, and find happiness in those connections, your collaborations, connections with your friends, community, and colleagues. Do not gossip, because this can represent gossip. It could also represent overindulgence, but this is saying enjoy the joy of life and celebrate life. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you. Okay. There could be something about a pet as well. Maybe something going on with a pet. Okay, I feel that energy coming through as well. Yeah. So try to find balance and priority with, and you know what you value, with the ups and downs. Okay, see, we see the waves in the background there. Go with the waves. Go with the ups and downs. Find balance. Okay, find direction. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. Okay, enjoy this new moon energy.